What's up, everybody? Welcome to Gray Rabbit Finance. I'm your host, Tyler, and today I'm going to be updating the Ichimoku technical analysis for all the major Forex pairs for the week of February 4th to February 9th, 2024. Let's hop in. Okay, guys, we're going to get started on AUD CAD. For anyone new to the channel, the blue flags are pairs that I'm waiting for them to break out on the lower time frames and be trending according to Ichimoku. So I might be possibly trading them this week or the next. The orange flags are just ranging pairs, which I'm not going to be trading this week. And then the pink flags, which we don't really have any this week, are the special pairs that I'm going to be actively looking to trade. So guys, the markets are looking pretty quiet this week. Last week we had a lot of data being released, and so it looks like the markets, a lot of them are going to just be ranging this week. But I'm going to go through and just give you my rundown. So this is the weekly chart, and right now we have the Chico span tracing the candles. We have a gold cross, and we had price retrace back into the Kumo cloud here at Senko span A. However, we do have Senko span B and A pointing down. So overall, we have a bearish trend on the weekly chart, but we have some mixed signals. So on the weekly chart, we need to break down and pass this support level here to confirm the trend on the weekly. But if we look on the daily chart, you can see that we just got 3 out of the 3 Senyoko Gyukoden signals, which are the bearish trend signals. So we have a death cross, we have the Chico span below the candles, and we had price break through the Kumo cloud in Senko span B, which is the thick white line. Now guys, this bearish Kumo cloud is still pretty small, so we could see a retracement if this support level holds. And that's why this week I have this marked as blue, because we're going to need to see if we can break this support level here of 0.87662. Now, on the 4-hour chart, we just had a double bottom, so this could mean that we just get a ranging market this week also. So we need to watch for the break of this support level here, which is the 0.87579, and we can confirm that on the 1-hour chart. But right now, guys, this is just ranging, and we're going to have to wait for the breakout, which could happen this week, but probably one of the later weeks this month. Okay guys, AUD Swiss franc on the weekly. Now overall guys, this is a bearish trend on the weekly. We have a nice Kumo cloud structure. However, we've been in this range here between this support level at the 0.56101 and this resistance level up here at the 0.59251 level. Now guys, if we look at the daily chart, so this pair, I have it marked as blue. We're going to need to break this support level here, which is the 0.56140. And if we look at the daily chart, it looks like we've found, we had support here once, twice, and now this could be 3 times, because we're getting an inside bar forming here on the daily. So this could mean a retracement back up. So that's why we're waiting for the breakout on this pair. And if we look at the 4-hour chart, it looks like we've had a retracement back up, and we're starting to get a pretty nice Kumo cloud structure. So if we can start trending on the lower time frames, this could be a pretty good pair to trade this week or next. But right now you see on the 1-hour, we're in the cloud. So there's a little bit of differences between the time frames, but it looks like a pretty nice retracement here on the 4-hour. And if we get a nice consolidation, hopefully we'll get a breakout and we'll start to notice the trends on the lower time frames. But either way, guys, this is bearish, and I am expecting further downside, especially if the support is broken. So keep an eye on this pair this week. And next, this is AUD Swiss franc. Okay guys, this is AUD Japanese yen on the weekly. It looks like overall we have a bullish Kumo cloud. We have price above the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen, but it looks like we're starting to get a death cross. We have Senko span A pointing down, and we have Senko span B flat. So overall, this for the most part is bullish on the weekly. But with this death cross here, we're starting to get some mixed signals. Now, we do have a nice, we have had a lot of support here on this trend line. But if we look at the daily chart, you can see that, we're still stuck in this range. So at this support level, 93.740, and then this resistance up here at 98.588. And that's why we have a small, weird shaped Kumo cloud here. Now this is a bullish Kumo, but if you look at this, how Senko span A has like whipped back down like that, it's showing me that the structure is not yet trustable. And so we're going to need to break this 97.80 level to confirm the trend heading up in the bullish direction, and then eventually break this level here. But one thing I do see is that we did have a double top here. So guys, just this week, since we don't have a really good structure yet on the Kumo, I just see this pair as a ranging pair, and also because this is the 4-hour chart, which is starting to show a bearish trend. So we have a lot of mixed signals on this, and I just expect this pair to be ranging this week, and I most likely will not be trading it. Okay guys, AUD US dollar on the weekly. And so as you can see, let me just clean it up a little bit. So we do have a few mixed signals here. We did have a price break out of the Kumo cloud and then come back down. We have a gold cross, and we have the Chico span tracing the candles. So on the weekly chart, we really don't have 100% clear trend right now. However, if you look at this trend line here, it looks like we overshot it, so we could be retesting it again right now. So this is kind of a tricky market. I have this marked as blue, and I'm going to show you why. So on the daily chart, we just broke through the Senko span B, so we could be getting a 1-for-1 move based on this range here in the bearish direction. And so I have it marked as blue. So if we can confirm the Ichimoku trend on the lower time frames, this could be a good one to trade. We've had a nice long consolidation period, and it looks like either this is going to be a double bottom or we're going to break this support level. If we do break the support level, I expect the next target to be 0.64524, and then the next one after that is 0.63386. And so from the current price, that's about 62 pips to the first target and 176 to the next. So this could be a good one to trade if we can get the proper formations on the lower time frames. I'm going to be keeping an eye on this pair over the next week or so. But yeah, check that out guys, AUD USD. Okay guys, CAD Swiss franc on the weekly. I have this marked as a ranging pair. So we've had a retracement back above the Tenkan-sen. So right now price is between Tenkan and Kijin. Overall, this is a bearish trend on the weekly chart. However, everything's flat right now on this retracement. And if we go to the daily chart, you can see that price now has entered into the Kumo cloud. And so as you guys know, I usually mention this each analysis, but I don't typically like to trade when I see that price has entered the Kumo cloud on the daily chart. So I'm gonna just leave this pair alone this week, and I most likely will not be taking any trades. Okay, here we are, CAD Japanese yen on the weekly. Now guys, I have this marked as blue. Let me turn my drawing on real quick. So we've been consolidating right now in this zone here between this resistance level, the 110.423, and the support level at 104.223. However, we do have a pretty strong structure and base forming here on this bullish Kumo. Now, if we go to the daily chart, you can also see that price has closed above the Tenkan-sen and the Kijin-sen. However, Tenkan, Kijin, and Senko span A and B are all flat. And so we're going to be needing to wait for the breakout on the lower time frames, which if you look on the 4-hour, the cloud is still too small and twisty within this range. So we're going to need to break this first resistance level at 110.423 and start to look for the confirmation on the lower time frames. So this could happen over the next week or so. Keep an eye on CAD Japanese yen. And if we do get a breakout of this range, we could look to target, up here at this 1 Fibonacci extension level, and that's 119.65. And from the current price, that's 940 pips. Now, we will obviously face some resistance along the way to that point, but if we get a 1-to-1 move based on this N wave here, then that could be putting us up at 119.65. So yeah guys, a lot of upside potential here on the CAD Japanese yen. So keep an eye on this pair and look for the breakout. Okay, Swiss franc Japanese yen on the weekly. Guys, overall, this is a very bullish trend. We have price above the Tenkan-sen, Kijin-sen, Senko span A and B. However, everything is flat. We're going to need to wait for the breakout of this resistance level, which let me show you on the daily chart. And so here's the resistance level, 171.830. We're going to need to look for a breakout of that. Right now we're just stuck in this range. And so I have this marked as blue. We're going to need to keep an eye on the lower time frames, but if we do get the breakout and confirmation on the lower time frames, we could see a move up to this 1 Fibonacci extension level, which is the 173.946, and that is about 278 pips from the current price. And now if we look at the 4-hour chart, you can see that right now we're just ranging. The Chico span's overlapping the candles, and we have actually a bullish Kumo cloud twist. But on the 1 hour, we have a bullish Kumo cloud. Sorry, did I say? On the 4 hour, we have a bearish Kumo cloud, and on the 1 hour, we have bullish. So we need to wait for the breakout of this resistance level. But we could start seeing a new trend forming on the lower time frames, the 1 and 4 hour. So we're going to need to keep an eye on this pair over the next couple weeks. But yeah, guys, this could be a good one. So just keep an eye on it. It's Swiss franc, Japanese yen. Okay, here we are, Euro AUD on the weekly. Now guys, on this chart, you can see that we have 2 out of the 3 Senyoko Gyukoten bearish Ichimoku trend signals. So we have a death cross here, we have the Chico span below the candles, and now the third one will be a break of the Kumo cloud and a price close below Senko span B, which is this thick white line. I also have my proprietary indicator here, the Gray Rabbit Gon line, showing that this is now bearish market. We have a lower low and a lower high here. And so I'm expecting further downside, back down to this support level at 1.61290. Now, this week, guys, we've broken out of the Kumo cloud on the daily. So I'm just expecting this to be a ranging market. And I'm most likely not going to be trading this pair this week. But once we get back underneath the Senko span B, hopefully we can get a move down to these lower levels here. And this would be the target at this 1 Fibonacci extension level, which is 1.60278. And so from the current price level, that's about 522 pips. So, but we're going to need confirmation on the lower time frames. But we're starting to hit this Gon fan here. And so you can see we were resisted once, twice. So, and then now we're starting to form an inside bar. So I am expecting price to bounce off of this and continue back down on the N wave. But we're going to need more time, and we're going to have to wait till later this month to look for the trend on the lower time frames. Okay, Euro Japanese yen on the weekly. Now, guys, we have 1 out of 3 Senyoko Gyukoten signals, bearish trend signal. We have the death cross here, but we still have Chico span above the candles, and price has not broken the Senko span B on the Kumo cloud yet. So overall, I have this marked as a ranging pair. And now if I turn on my daily chart, you can see my drawing's better. So I'm expecting this to be a reverse N wave back down, and I'm expecting for another touch on this Gon fan here. And so from the current price level down to there is about 700 pips. So we reach our first target here, we reach our second target, and now I'm expecting to reach this third target eventually. But just this week, since we're above the Kumo cloud and Senko span B, we're going to need to wait probably for the next couple weeks until we can confirm a breakdown of this line here and confirm on the lower time frames. So most likely this will just be a ranging market this week, and I will not be looking to trade it. Okay, EuroCAD on the weekly. Guys, I have this marked as blue. I'm expecting some further downside. However, on the weekly chart, there's really no trend direction. But we do have the top of the range up here at this resistance level, which is 1.51132. And then we have the support down here at this level, which is the 1.41578. And so if we go to the daily chart, you can see on the daily, we're starting to get the beginning of a new trend. We have a nice bearish Kumo cloud. We have prices closed below the Tenkan-sen, and it's also closed below the Kijun-sen. And we have Senko span A flat, but Senko span B is pointing down. And so we've broken below this support level here. We've had a nice retracement back up, and it looks like this is going to be an N wave down. Now, our first heavy support level is going to be here at the 1.44918. So that's right here where the Senko span B is very flat. But I'm expecting price to break through that. And our next major support level is going to be down here at 1.43299. And so if we target a 1 Fibonacci extension based on this N wave, we can expect to reach around this 1.43842 level. And from current price to there is roughly 132 pips. So I'm going to be looking at this pair this week and next. I'm going to be trying to confirm on the lower time frames, but actually this looks pretty good. We have a nice structure on the 4-hour chart, and on the Ganfan it looks like we're about to hit into resistance, so this could push price and make it start breaking out to the downside. So actually I'm going to mark this as a special pair. This is actually looking really good, guys. So let's keep an eye on Euro CAD this week. The Chico span's bumping into the candles, which usually shows us that we've had a long enough consolidation period already, and so we should start looking for the breakout. So if we can confirm that on the 1 hour, this could be a really good pair to trade this week. And so keep an eye on this pair, guys. That's Euro CAD. I got it marked pink. Yeah, so keep an eye on this. And guys, I just want to say thanks for watching the analysis. Thank you for all the likes and subscribes, and it really helps me and my family. So just want to say really appreciate your support. And yeah, thanks for coming back each week. Now let's move on to the next pair. Okay guys, Euro Swiss franc on the weekly. Overall, this is a bearish trend. We got price below the Tenkan and the Kijun-sen. The Tenkan, Kijun-sen, Senko span A and B are all flat, but I am expecting further downside, so I'm going to be looking for the breakout. That's why I got this marked blue. Now guys, let's look at the daily chart. So let's clean it up. So we've had a nice retracement back into this major trend line here. The gray rabbit slingshot indicator is starting to signal, so we're going to need to, that's what the pink and yellow candles are. And we're also getting the gray rabbit Gan line is my other proprietary indicator, which is showing that the market is now bearish again. So I'm going to be looking for the trend on the lower time frames, but let me turn my drawing back on. So you can see that we had a nice bounce off of this Gan line, the 2-to-1 angle here. And so I'm expecting price to keep continuing down. And based on this N wave up here, the Fibonacci extension, we can expect to target the 1.272 Fibonacci extension level, which from this current price is 162 pips. So guys, keep an eye on this one. Let's see what the 4-hour chart looks like. Yeah, so we're starting to get a really nice Kumo cloud here on the 4-hour. So actually I'm going to mark this one as pink too. This looks really good. Sorry guys, I should have marked that earlier, but you're gonna, you get the special treatment if you're with me now on this one. And so you get to see these two pink pairs, which were hidden before. But either way, I think this is going to be a really special pair this week, and it's looking good on the 4-hour. So let's keep an eye out on the breakout, and maybe we can get something. Yeah, see, on the 1 hour, we're still above the Kumo cloud. So guys, we're going to need to confirm on the 1 hour. But if we get a good confirmation there, this could be a really good one, and here's my target level. So, and guys, as always, I'm going to be posting all my trades on the YouTube community. So if you want to see my entries, feel free to look there. I currently have no open positions. I've closed everything out. But you guys can take a look there if you want to see what I was trading last month. And yeah, so just take a look there. I'm not saying to copy my trades. I think everyone has to develop their own style and their own methods. But you can definitely take a look and just try and get a feel for what I'm thinking about. And maybe that helps. I don't know. But guys, I also want you to comment below which pairs you're trading and what your pink special pairs are this week, because I'd like to hear from everybody. So keep me posted below, and let's move on to the next one. Okay guys, Euro Pound on the weekly. Now this is one of the pairs I was trading last month, and so I've closed out that trade, but you can go back on the YouTube community and take a look at the entry. But that was based on my slingshot strategy. But either way, guys, it looks like we've gotten a slowdown on momentum for this move. Overall, the trend is bearish on the weekly. And now if we look at the daily chart, you can see that price is now ranging below the Tenkan-sen, but we still have the Kijun-sen pointing down. We have Senko span A and B pointing down. So I am still expecting further downside. And
So this was the first target down here that we hit, and we could be moving back down again in this direction. So we could look for another opportunity to trade this pair. However, we're going to have to confirm on the lower time frames still, and we're also pretty close to support now. So this is about 52 pips into the next support level. So this might not really be, I don't think this is going to be worth the risk on this one. I think if you were already in on the trade, I think it was good. But I think right now it's not worth the risk. And also if you look on the 4-hour, price is now in the cloud. And it looks like we're about to get a bullish twist. So actually would stay away from this pair. I'm going to mark this orange. And I think I would just recommend staying away. We could get extension down to this level and possibly break it, but just being as we're so close to all these support levels, it might not be worth the risk right now. So I'll probably stay away from this pair this week, but yeah, this was a good one last month to trade. Not sure if you guys caught that, but if you did, it was a pretty nice move down, as you can see. So we got a nice entry on, I got an entry on this candle here, and then got the nice N wave down. So yeah, guys, but yeah, well, let's move on to the next one. Okay, Euro US dollar on the weekly. Guys, on the weekly chart, there's no trend. Price is in the Kumo cloud right now. And on the daily, there really is no trend 100%. However, we do have the 3 out of the 3 Senyoko Gyukoten bearish Ichimoku trend signals. So we have the death cross here, and then we have the Chico span below the candles, and we've had price break below Senko span B, and we're starting to get a bearish Kumo cloud twist. However, guys, this cloud is still too small, and we're very close to this long flat Senko span B and support area. So until we break these levels, I just have this marked as a ranging pair because there really is no trend that we can trust yet. So we'll probably need to break this support level first, which is the 1.07800 level. And if we look at the 4-hour chart, we do have a little bit of a trend here. We have a bearish Kumo cloud, but it's just not, we can't confirm it yet based on this and the lower time frames. So I'm have this marked as ranging, but perhaps it gets better conditions over the next couple weeks. So we'll have to check back. But this week I most likely will not be trading this pair. Okay, guys, this is pound AUD on the weekly. And so if you look at this Ganfan, you can see that we're starting to hit resistance here on the 3-to-1 angle. And so I'm expecting a retracement this week. And let me turn this off. So we have a death cross on the Ichimoku. We have the Chico span below the candles. And so we have 2 out of the 3 Senyoko Gyukoten bearish Ichimoku signals. So the next one we need is the breakthrough of the Senko span B. And if we go to the daily chart, you can see that we have a bullish Kumo cloud. So this price is above the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen. However, the Senko span A and B are flat. And so I'm expecting price to get rejected from this Gan line here and then continue back down. So that's if that happens this week, which we're starting to get some inside bars here on the daily, that means we're just going to be ranging, and there's really no trend that I can be following on this pair. So I'm most likely not going to be trading it. Okay, pound Swiss franc on the weekly. Guys, overall there's no real trend on this chart. We've had a lot of overlapping Kumo clouds and the Chico span bouncing up and down on the candles. Price is in the cloud, so really no trend. And if we go to the daily, you can see that we've broken through the Kumo cloud, but we just have a really small cloud with not enough steam in it, so we can't trust this trend yet. So this for me is just going to be a ranging pair this week, and I'm most likely not going to be trading it. Okay, pound CAD on the weekly. Guys, right now you have price just above the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen, but they're flat. Senko span A is flat and Senko span B is flat. So we've had a nice retracement back to this trend line here. You can see that now when I turn my drawings on. So I am expecting this to break in the bullish direction. However, I have this marked as a ranging pair this week, and that's because if we look on the daily time frame, you can see that, we are still stuck in this range here, and this Kuma cloud right now is just too small to trust the trend. And so I'm going to need to start getting more signals on the lower time frames to trust these signals. But either way, guys, I'm most likely not going to be trading this pair this week. British pound, Japanese yen on the weekly. Now, guys, I have this marked as a ranging pair. This right now, in my opinion, is a dangerous pair because we just had a double top. Overall, this is bullish Kuma cloud. Price is above the Tenkan and the Kijun-sen. However, if you look, the Chico span has dipped below the candles and is tracing it now. So if we look at the daily too, you can see that we're right now forming a Y wave. And so I've talked about this before, but guys, this is a dangerous wave to be in because it produces a lot of false breakouts. And you can see here the double top, boom, boom, all these wicks. So I'm not going to be messing with this one too much. I don't like these Y waves, so I just try and stay away from them. But yeah, guys, I'm most likely not going to be trading this pair this week, British pound, Japanese yen. Okay, guys, this is British pound, US dollar on the weekly. As you can see, price has fallen now into the Ichimoku cloud. So overall on the weekly chart, there's not much of a trend. We're just stuck in the cloud right now. And if we look at the daily chart, we've also entered the cloud. So, we're just stuck at the bottom of this range. So I'm not going to be looking to trade this one this week. This could be pretty tricky, and there's no trend direction in the dailies really. So I'm going to just stay away. Okay, guys, New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen on the weekly. So right now you see this doji bar here. And you see we are forming an inside bar. So I'm expecting price to just be ranging this week in between here. And if we look on the daily, you can see that we're just stuck within this range. So, we got the Chico span tracing up and down on the candles, up and down. The Kumo cloud is just too small to trust. So we're going to need a break of this resistance level, 91.52, to confirm a stronger trend on the daily. So this week, guys, I most likely will not be trading this pair. USD CAD on the weekly. Guys, overall I'm bearish on this pair. We're starting to get a bearish Kumo cloud twist. You can see that we've had a move to the downside, and now we've had a retracement back up off of this previous support level, now turn resistance. And so I'm expecting to get a bounce off of there and an N wave down. Now let's look at the daily. So here, guys, this is a little messy, but look, we've retraced back up into the Senko span A. But now we're consolidating around this level, and price has now entered into the Kumo cloud. So that's why I have this marked as orange. But once we can break back down out of this Kumo cloud, I'm expecting to move down, and I'm expecting it down to this 0.786 level on the Fibonacci extension. And so from current price down to there is about 266 pips. So guys, this week I most likely will not be trading this pair, but over the next few weeks, this could turn to a blue flag or pink flag possibly. So we're going to need to look for the down move and confirm on the lower time frames. But until then, this is just ranging. Okay, US dollar, Swiss franc on the weekly. So guys, you can see we've had a retracement back up. We're getting closer to retracing back to the Kijun-sen. So I have this marked as a ranging pair this week. Overall, this is a bearish trend on the weekly. However, we are on a retracement. And if we look at the daily time frame, you can see that right now we have 2 out of the 3 Sanyoko Kyoten signals. So we have the bullish trend signals. We got a gold cross, Chico span above the candles, and we might be breaking out of this Kumo cloud. So we're going to have to wait and see if we get a Kumo cloud twist. But either way, guys, this pair is in the cloud on the daily, and it's ranging, so I most likely will not be trading it this week. Okay, last but not least, US dollar, Japanese yen. Guys, overall, I have this marked as a blue pair. I'm waiting for confirmation on the lower time frames for the breakout, but we do have, we have the Chico span above the candles, and we have a bullish Kumo cloud. Now, we do have a death cross here, and now, if you guys can see, you can see here that let me zoom in on that a little bit. So here's the death cross, but it looks like the lines are still pretty close together. So if we look on the daily time frame, you can see that it looks like we're getting an N wave up, We have a bullish Kumo cloud. We got price above the Tenkan and the Kijun-sen. But this cloud is still too small to trust the trend. So we're going to need to wait for the breakout on the lower time frames. But if we do confirm this this breakout of this resistance level here, hold on, let me just mark that for you guys. If we break out of this resistance level, we should start getting trends on the lower time frames. So this is 148.808. And if we get a breakout, I'm expecting price to at least reach back up to this resistance level. So we got, let's see, we got 348 pips. So we have a lot of room to run up to this resistance level. And if we get a one-to-one move on this N wave here, on the Fibonacci extension, we could run from this level up about 600 pips. So guys, I'm going to be keeping an eye on the lower time frames. Let's see what the 4-hour looks like. Yeah, so right now we're just in this range. We're starting to get a bullish Kumo cloud twist, but this is not trustable yet, so we're going to have to break these resistance levels. But yeah, guys, I'm going to be keeping my eye on this for the next couple weeks, and hopefully looking to find a trade if the conditions arise. But yeah, that's USD, Japanese yen. And guys, just want to say thanks for being with me this week. How's your trading going? I hope you had a good month in January. And just want to know what you guys are trading, what you're looking at this month. Keep me posted. And thanks again for all the likes and subscribes. Really helps me out. And yeah, thanks for being here. Until next time, guys. Peace.